So we're now looking at the moth trap, which we run on sort of suitable nights during the season. By suitable nights, we like it to be relatively calm and with a little bit of dampness in the air. That seems to have the idea of bringing in more moths. So last night was actually quite ideal, and we've got a good haul of moths. We can catch perhaps up to 300-400 moths in this one trap of a night, of probably anything up to about 70 different species. So it takes a little while to go through, but what we'll do is look at each of the egg trays that we have in the trap, where the moths can go and hide during the night when they're in the trap. We'll go through each one and identify the moths, and we log those, which then gives us a good idea of the sort of species diversity that we have on the calf, and those sort of records have been kept for many years now, so we can sort of see the changes in different species, and we're still finding new species. So last year we actually recorded 11 new species for the calf, 3 of which were new for the Isle of Man. So, you know, interesting and sort of quite exciting stuff as well, if you like that sort of thing. So if we have a quick look in the trap. So the trap was on last night. We use a mercury vapor light, and that attracts the moths to come and see it. And we can see here we've got 2 moths. This is a buff ermine, just flown away. And then this little moth here, which is called a true lover's knot, or as we call it, a TLK. It's far easier.
Yeah, you've got another little.
Yeah, that's a micro. Yeah, so we'll need to try and pot that, and then we've got some specialist books which allow us to pore over them for hours to try and identify which type of moth it is.
So explain how this, when it's actually set up and trapping,
yeah.
How does it work? Where's the light going to?
So,
the light attractor?
Yeah, so there's a funnel which sort of sits in this hole here, and the mercury vapor light sits on top, and the moths come in and they're attracted to the light, and then they sort of, but actually prefer the dark, so they then crawl down into the darkness in the trap, and they'll go and hide up in these egg boxes. They're a little bit active now because it's quite warm, so they're sort of deciding that they're all going to sort of fly away. There's a buff ermine just flew out.
That one, is that another buff ermine?
Yeah, so we've got another buff ermine there. So that's a buff ermine.
Lovely, isn't it?
Another true lover's knot, and this is a type of pug. A narrow-winged pug, and 2 crescent darts.
2 crescent darts.
He's called a spectacle because if you look at it, he's got a pair of spectacles. So that's a garden tiger.
Brown eye.
Brown eye.
That's a black sexton beetle.
Okay, with mites.
Yeah, the mites don't actually do any harm.
Just like with the bees, unless they get too many of them on.
Well, the mites basically use the beetle as a carrier to take them to the next meal. But yeah, apparently it doesn't actually do them any harm.